I have a bit of a cold this week, so this week our yard yoga is going to be in view of the yard rather than in the yard. And I am going to do my best to go over the basics of Chandra Namaskar, our moon salutation, as I said in the post, a celebration or salute to our supermoon that we had this last Sunday. I hope you are all able to see it, and I hope you all got a little bit of sleep through it. I hope you guys have a great time on the mat today. And make sure to post any comments or questions that you guys have. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what your experience has been. Namaste. So come to the center of your mat now, finding your weight on all 4 points of the feet. Lift your toes and spread them and press them down. We're going to tuck the tailbone in as we draw the kneecaps up, inward rotation of the thighs, pulling the belly button in, looping the shoulders down the back and lifting the chest, fingertips reaching strongly towards the mat. Again, grounding down through the back body, lifting through the front body as you inhale, filling the stomach and the chest, and exhale. The belly button pulls up and in, the chest drops down, letting go of any stress or busyness from the day or the week. Inhale the arms to the side and overhead, lengthening through the side waist here, both side waists. Maybe keeping the arms at shoulder height, shoulder distance apart, or maybe touching the fingertips together, or maybe pressing the palms together. Press the ribs out towards the left as you lean to the right. Lengthening all the way from the fingertips down through the foot. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and extend the fingertips towards the left this time, really pressing the ribs out to the right. Inhale and step the feet wide, turning the toes towards the corners of the mat, reaching the fingertips above the shoulders and out. We're going to sink the hips down here in a minute, making sure the knees track directly over the ankles, drawing the elbows down and together. So the shoulder blades draw down and together down the back. As you draw the elbows down, really feel that resistance. If it's too much to do both, then you can bring your hands to your hips and just sink your hips down. Or you can leave the legs straight and just move the elbows down the back. Lift the chest. Inhale. And turn the right foot in, the left foot out. Extend the arms out at shoulder height. And come to Trikonasana, triangle pose. So finding your support on your thigh, your shin, your ankle, or the floor. Opening the hips towards the long edge of the mat. And looking up or down, wherever is comfortable for your neck. And the exhale, on the exhale here, we're going to rotate the hips towards the short edge of the mat, maybe turning the back foot in a little bit more if you need to. Find a softness in the leg and support yourself on your thigh, your shin, your ankle, block beside your foot or the floor. Allow the back and the head and neck to relax. Inhale and exhale, drop the back knee down. Find that knee directly over the ankle. Bring the hands to the hips and sink the hips low, and then inhale the arms to the side and overhead, keeping them shoulder distance apart or bringing the palms together. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat, lift the back foot, turn it parallel with the short edge of the mat, and then shift the hips and the front foot to be straight towards the mat. So you're coming into a lunge on that side, then walking the hands through the center and over to the other side. Turn to frame that front foot, drop the back knee down, come up, sink the hips low, inhale the arms to the side and overhead. Drop the shoulders down and lift the chest, keeping the back toes curled under or lengthening through the foot. Exhale, bring the hands down. Drop that back heel down, straighten through the front leg, coming up, making sure the hips are squared towards the short edge of the mat, and then finding a nice long leg stretch on this side. Shift the hips to the long edge of the mat. Find the chest and stomach open. Come into Trikonasana on this side, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other, reaching the fingertips strongly away from each other and looking up or down. Inhale and come up. toes pointing towards the corners of the mat, and sink into goddess pose, drawing the elbows down and back, lifting the chest. Tailbone pointed down, crown of the head lifted. Inhale and lengthen through both arms and both feet, and exhale, step the feet together, leaning, palms up, leaning to the right, and then to the left. And exhaling the hands down. We'll go through those one more time. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, really, really lengthen through the fingertip all the way down through the heel. Inhale up, and exhale, lengthening through the sideways. So we're not collapsing on the inside of this curve, but really lengthening through both sides. So let's try that left to right this time. Lengthening through that right side and the left side, reaching up with both hands, and now leaning over to the right side, ribs pressing to the left. Maybe bring one hand to the hip, or keep the hands at shoulder distance apart. Just find what really works for you here. So hands can be at shoulder distance, fingers touching, or one hand to the hip. Just really finding length, shoulder blades drawing down the back. We are going to move through Chandra Namaskar now with the breath. Inhale up, exhale, lean to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale, stepping the feet wide, star pose, reaching the fingertips. Exhale, sink into goddess pose. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reaching through the arms. Exhale, come into Trikonasana. Inhale in Trikonasana, and exhale, fold into an extended leg stretch. Sink the back heel down, inhale, and lift the arms. Exhale, bringing the hands to the mat, framing the foot, lifting the back foot up and sinking into that side lunge. Inhale and walk through the body, exhaling towards the other side. Inhale, lift and turn. Exhale, drop the back knee down. And inhale the arms to the side and overhead. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Inhale, straighten the back leg, front leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up into Trikonasana. Lengthen through the fingertips. Inhale and come up into star. Exhale and sink into goddess pose. Inhale, come standing, arms overhead. Exhale, leaning towards the right. Inhale straight up and exhaling to the left. It's really great. You can flow through that as many times as you like. We're going to move on to some different stretches here. So step the feet as wide as is comfortable, turning the toes forward, bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, hinge from the hips, and bring the hands to a block, to the ground, to a support, to your fingertips, whatever's comfortable. And then just allow the head and the neck to relax down, releasing any tension in the lower spine and the neck and the shoulders. Now we're going to walk our hands over to the right side here, placing the right hand either on the thigh, on the shin, or maybe wrapping it around the outside of the foot, and the left hand over the top of it. Then I want you to lean into that left shoulder, stretching through the shoulder blade all the way through the back. Really lean towards the left here, and walk the hands back through the center and over to the left side, again supporting yourself on your thigh, your shin, or on the outside of the foot. Remember to follow with your body here, so wherever you feel comfortable at is where you should be. Walking the hands back into the center. Let's step them forward as far as you can reach comfortably, and then just pull the hips back, coming into a wide-legged downward dog here, so the chest and the head drop down through the shoulders, maybe nodding the head yes and no. Then walking the hands back in, we'll heel toe the feet together, and if it's comfortable to do so, sink the hips down into a deep squat. Your heels might come off the ground here, and that's perfectly normal. That's we'll just work on flexibility there in the ankles and the feet, and that's okay. If you're comfortable in this position, you can bring the outsides of your arms to the insides of your thighs, press your palms together into Namaskar, and really open through the hips. And make your way down to sitting, one leg in front of the other. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge from the hips and walk forward to where you are comfortable at. Maybe that means you support yourself on your knees or on the ground or on a block. Just wherever you're at, inhale deeply into the back body and allow the muscles to relax and soften. Just taking a few breaths here and then inhaling, walking the hands back in. Change the crossing of your legs and again hinge forward. Inhale, fill the back body. Exhale and relax and ease into the pose. And remembering you can always place a folded mat or towel underneath your hips to support you in these folded forward folds. On an inhale, walk back upright and extend both legs out in front of you, tucking the right foot in either to the ankle or the shin area or up into the inner thigh, not on the knee, but wherever it reaches there comfortably. Make sure the knee is nice and soft and pointed directly towards the ceiling. Draw the toes back towards you and then walk the chest forward. Once you reach your point of resistance, allow the head and the neck to relax down. Soften through the back of the leg while still grounding down. Inhale and walk back upright, extending both feet out long, and again tucking the left foot into where it comfortably reaches, maybe supporting underneath the knee with a block or a blanket, if that feels good to do so. Softening the right knee just slightly, and then walking the chest forward, pulling the toes back towards your face, engaging the thigh and the shin down into the ground. Taking a strap around the foot if it's easier to do so here. Inhale and come back upright, and we'll turn towards the long side of the mat now, feet flat on the ground, slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Shoulder blades coming down underneath the heart center, tailbone tucked. Draw the knees into the chest and circle it one direction and then the other direction. Drawing the arms out at shoulder height, forming a T. And then placing the feet flat, cross the right foot over the left, and drop the knees down towards the right. Cross the left foot over the right. Inhale back through center. Change the crossing of the legs, and then drop the knees over towards the left, maybe turning to look over the right hand. Inhale back upright. And extend the feet long, allowing them to fall out to the side. Rest the hands, palms up next to the hips. And begin by taking a deep breath, softening through the body, relaxing, sinking down into the ground beneath you. Allow the muscles of the feet and the legs to soften and ease into the ground. No restriction in the stomach or the chest as you inhale completely and exhale completely. Relax all the muscles of the throat, the neck, and the face. Maybe stretch the arms overhead, stretch through the heels, draw the feet in flat, roll over onto your right side, and take a few breaths there before pressing up to sitting. Inhaling the arms to the side and overhead. Exhaling the palms down through heart center. Namaste.